Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and as promised, here is the video for the cover junior legal notepads that I am making for a craft fair. So I'm going to be making this one, which is retired DSP Designer Series paper, but I did make this one with the Les Shops, or I'm not for sure what the name of this Designer Series paper is. And I don't have it right with me. But there's that one, and then this one is, boy, I guess I didn't come very prepared for this paper. This is the Masterfully something. I'm not for sure which one it is. Oh, wait a minute. I got my catalog right here. Let's see. So we have, yep, Les Shops and Masterfully Made Designer Series paper. That's where those came from. So I made 4 of these, and then I'm going to make 8 of the Christmas designs. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully they'll sell. I think they will. I think I'm going to put, it will have a pen with it, and I think I'm going to put $6 on them, and I think that'll be good. All right, so I'm using the stamp set Happy Labels for the Just a Note. That is the only stamp set that I'm using, and I have that already stamped for us. All right, so for the cover for the notebook, this measures 8 by 11. This is for the pocket, and this measures 3 1/4 by 11. I have a scrap for the embellishment or the label on the front. This piece measures 2 1/4 by just under 5. So I like put it just before the line on 5, so it's a little bit shorter. And then 7 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then 7 by 4 for the front panel of the card. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the biggest piece of cardstock, and you have to use your trimmer because there's some 16ths on here, and we don't have 16ths on our Simply Scored. So the first score mark you're going to make is 5 1/16. Make sure you use your score blade and not your cutting blade. The next one is 5 5/16. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 1 after the 1/4 inch. And then 10 3/8. All right, so that is that for that one. And then on the little piece for the, I made the little wrap for the top of the notepad out of the Designer Series paper instead of cardstock. I like that the inside matches the outside. I think it's more pretty. So we are going to score it, since I have this out already, we are going to score this very lightly because this is Designer Series paper at 1 and then 1 1/4. And like I said, very lightly because that will rip. Ask me how I know. All right, let's see. All right, so we're going to take our piece of cardstock that we scored, and we are going to burnish on the score lines. kind of gotta be careful with that 1/4 inch score line. Give it a good burnish. And then like that. All right, so that goes like this. Alrighty. Okay, so now we're going to take this. I'm going to put this 1/2 inch score line right like this. We're going to make our pocket. Here's the other piece of cardstock. Just take any of your punches. I'm using a retired 3/4 inch punch. And then just give it a little punch right there. That gives, it's just a little easier to get in the pocket. All right, I'm gonna take some glue and I'm going to glue this edge down here. And we're going to take this and we're just going to set it right up here. We're going to make sure we got it edge to edge here. And I'm sorry about my mess over here. I forgot to change my grid paper. And then I'm just going to make sure that this doesn't show so that it's smooth right there. All right, so there is that. Oops. All right, now to make the pocket part, I'm going to take some tear and tape. And we're going to put that right at each edge of just the pocket part. So right up to the fold here. So right up to the edge of this fold. All right, we'll take off the release paper. Got 2 weeks from yesterday and lots of stuff to do. Now, here is the cover for the notepad. Now, in the other video I showed you that I had a calendar. I don't have any more calendars left, but if you wanted to, you could always put a calendar. This is where you would now put the calendar on the inside of your notepad or cover. All right, so let's burnish this. Fold and burnish. Okay, so that's for the top of our notepad, which I got these notepads on Amazon. Okay, that goes there. Let's go ahead and attach these two together and we'll be ready to go. So this just goes in the middle of this. I'm just trying to get an even border on all of the sides, best you can. This is an old Stampin' Up paper, in case you have it. It's very, very old. Season of Cheer. I don't know. Doesn't give me a time. Or I mean a date. Alright, there is that. That's going to go in the front of there. Alright, so for the little topper, I'm putting some more score tape. Not score tape. tear and tape. Alright. I'm just putting 2 rows on here. And then 1 up here, and then I'm just going to fill the back of this with your score tape. That way it will not come off. So just a reminder, bonus days are going on right now. For every $50 that you spend, you get a $5 bonus days code. They'll send you an email, which reminds me, I participated in the stamp sale the other day and I just realized that I never got an email, so I need to give them a call. Oops. There we go. Didn't want to come off there. All right. Just want to make sure that these are all down real good. All right, so I'm just going to take off the front ones first. So I'm only adhering this part right here, so you're still going to be able to tear off the sheets of paper. All right, so we're going to open this up, and we don't have any adhesive up there. So I'm putting it up there first and making sure that it gets all lined up on both sides. And then we will push that down. And now we will take this off, and then I'm just going to push this back. Make sure. All right. Then I'm going to take one more piece of tear and tape, and I'm going to put that on the back of this one. So now we're going to take off all of the backings. These go really, really fast. The tough part is deciding what you want, what paper you want to use. Right. Now we're going to take this, make sure we have it the correct way, and I close this up, making sure that the adhesive is not touching, but the spine is touching. And then I want to make sure that it's right at the top. All right, and there's just a little bit down here, but don't worry about that. All right, so then when you open it up, there's your pretty designer series paper, there's your pocket. Make sure that it's all nice and adhered. All right, now we can take this and we will use some glue. I didn't put a lot of dimension on this, except for the sentiment, because if you're going to be throwing this in your purse or in your bag, you don't want that to get caught on something. So that's going to go right in the middle. That is also why I didn't put like any kind of embellishment or anything on there, because I also didn't want it to get stuck on anything and it would tear it off. All right, so that goes right on there. All right. Now I stamped my sentiment in Mossy Meadow using the Happy Labels stamp set, and then I used to cut that out. I used the Timeless Arrangements, and I used this little one right here, fits in there perfect. And then for the outer piece, I used the Scallop Contours, and I used the smallest scallop there, and that's going to be used to cut out this Mossy Meadow piece. Let's see if I can get that on there. I'm going to do it just like this, just in case I don't want to have to run it through again. All right, so we're going to do this one and this one. So this, I got some tape over here, I guess. All right, I want to make sure that this is centered. All right, goes on there. I'm going to bring in my mini here. A 1 and a 2. Put that back there. And I guess I'll cut the off. I just cut my finger. All right, that can go there. Maybe I'll put it that way. All right. And I'll run that through. I did a good one. Let's pay attention to what I'm doing. All right, get a Band-Aid on it in a minute. All right, so we're gonna, there is that one. I'm gonna put these away so I do not lose them. I have 2 more to do after this one. And I'll be done. That'll be 12. Let me put this one away as well. Actually, I'll just stick that there for a moment. I'm bleeding but good here. Putting a piece of tape on it. There we go. All right. Get these little circles out there, and then I'm going to take this with just some glue. And then we will center that. Making sure I'm getting it centered there. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals. I have a little edge on my dimensionals here that I've been using up. And we will put that on here. And then that goes right down here in the corner. All right, so just like that. Once you've got your pocket on the inside. Cute, cute. I really like them. And like I said, they take no time to make. So again, I have this one. And then I have 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of those, and 2 of those. And then I just package them up with a pen. These are Stampin' Up bags that we can get. I just had those on hand, so I thought rather than buy something else, I'm just going to use what I have. So, yep, that is it. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below. All the supplies, except for this designer series paper, the Christmas ones, can be purchased through my online store at happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.